Hey, well, hello. Welcome to Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're joining me as a new person, hello, welcome. I'm Chronically Happy. I have chronic illness and disabledness and all kinds of symptoms and things. That doesn't sound very like much right now, but I'm just being a little facetious. Just finished my thoracic spine MRI with and without contrast. Why I couldn't get contrast?
Turn right on Southwest Van Jackson.
Shh. I was at OHSU if anybody needs to know, but that's the direction I'm going. Out of here. I was actually thinking about driving over towards the ice building just to go see if there's protests going on. I'm like up here in Portland, you know, I want to make a trip of it and not like waste my trip up here. I also found a F Trump sticker and I took it off the wall and put it on my bag. And I'm going to show it to my uncle. Gonna rile him up. He's like, let me see that and try and tear it up probably. I know a lot of my friends would really adore having some stickers like that to plaster all over buildings like a freaking hospital. Why they haven't taken them off the building, I don't know, but I got one of the two. The other one looked like it was going to be too hard to peel off, so I didn't bother. All I know is this freaking GPS brought me a whole weird, awkward way out here I'm used to taking. So I don't know if I can navigate my way to the ice building from here because I'm not sure. Stupid slow speed limit. I mean, for safety, of course. So I have spinal cord surgery in T-minus 8 days. If you don't count today, then it's 7. I hate seeing mental illness on the streets. It's so hard. It's so hard having mental illness or mental health issues without being homeless, but to be homeless and have them, so sad. So I'm going to try and navigate my way through Portland just off of instinct, which I have terrible navigation. I don't have terrible navigation skills. I have terrible sense of direction. Not the same thing. So I really originally made my channel to aim and inspire those that may be dissatisfied in life or have chronic illness, disabilities, physical or mental, it doesn't matter. We're all human. We all deserve kindness. I don't know which way this was taking me. Oh, look at this GPS while I'm at the light here, so. Alright, there's the Needle Parkway. Oh, it's going to take me all the way down by the waterfront? Oh, that's where the ice building is anyway, so yeah, I do want to go down towards that way. Why, heck yes I do. Thank you. You know, I want to see I don't trust news sources to tell the truth. I just don't. I have to see it for myself a lot of the time. I have to experience something for me to really fully comprehend anything. My ADHD has me, has my brain all going haywire every time I want to try and get something accomplished. I start doing something else that is not even relevant to the thing that I should be getting ready for or be doing, and I will totally distract myself with my ADHD. Maybe self-destructive in a sense, because I start so many things without truly finishing them. something that I'm always working on, and I'm always trying to improve myself. There's always room for improvement. Nobody is perfect, all right? I want people to understand perfect does not exist. There is no such thing as perfection. And you know, it kind of bothers me that there are people that I just got distracted by looking at these people over here. So it's Noom Health Center. I think that's for the less fortunate, just because of the look of the people surrounding the building, and they have tents outside of it that I think are giving out free meals or snacks or supplies or whatever for people. Here, since I have nowhere to go right now, traffic. That's what I'm looking at over there. Just knowing what Portland used to be when I was a teenager to now, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to turn left. This is non-stop, ongoing traffic. My brain's a little magnetized at the moment. That contrast got to my brain. Not really. I did actually feel my my effed up pinky finger a little bit more after they added the galonium or whatever the name. It's a G something. It's a G word with an at the end. Not radium though. I did watch that movie about the radium girls. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this traffic. Stop in the name of me. Stop in the name of love. I know I sang it totally different in a different key. Off key me. Can I go here? Can I cut this other car off? Can I go? Oh, I should have gone. You didn't have a signal on. Oh, you son of a B word. I could have gone, and if I'd known you were turning. I peeled out right there. Wet cement. Blacktop. Okay, I know where I am. But dang it. I didn't get to go see the waterfront. So it's right over there. I want to see where all the action is at. Well, I'm en route to go home, so I can't really. I'm not going to go down and come back and no. Another day, Ice. Another day. I want to see it for myself, man. Last time I came down here, and my friend that's a journalist, he says they do the protests on the weekends. I'm like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that do it Monday through Friday too, but I don't know. I'm not a protester or humanity activist. I'm not an activist. I think that's who knows what things are called these days. I really don't pay attention to the news. The lady that helped set up my port to put the thing in, her and I were talking about that. I don't know why I'm so spacey. My ADHD is like just so zoot with ideas. Just do, and then it's gone. Like when I was laying there in the MRI, I was thinking of my blood urea nitrogen, my bun level, because it was low before last week. I am praying, please pray for me that my MRI report shows what I need it to show. I'm praying that everything goes smoothly over the next few days as things fall into place as I prepare for my surgery. That's going to take me out of doing anything for about a year. Scientific fact, it takes a full year for a nerve to grow back. And if there's any nerve involvement with my lower back, hopefully they don't hit a major nerve that affects a lot of my sensations. Please pray for me that my surgery goes well in 7 to 8 days. Technically still 8 days. with today included. I can't believe it's so close now. You know, there's so much more I wanted to do in this last month, and I have been, with my chronic symptoms and illnesses, I haven't posted that many dash cams in a while. I just have not been in a very good, functional state to be able to create a lot of good content, and I got great ideas while I was laying in the MRI machine for my future content. I started off talking about, you know, why I created my channel and kind of shifted topics a little bit because of ADHD, but I just now am figuring out how to do subscriptions on Facebook because they're doing subscriptions now. A trial run with subscriptions. I don't feel comfortable filling out tax information on Facebook. I just don't really like that. And I cannot completely set up my account because they want my tax information, and I just don't see the need to add that. I don't. But you know, I don't want to let that hinder me from growth, of gaining a bigger following. Because honestly, guys, I have a bigger following here on YouTube than I do on my Facebook. But it took me a long time to get to the point of a digital creator on Facebook. So then I did have my Facebook to just friends for privacy reasons. And you know, I used to write long novels on Facebook, and I said, you know what? I do want to write an autobiography, but I also want a videography of my life. So I figured I want to do that on YouTube. I don't use very much social medias besides Facebook and this. These are my biggest two phone drainage usages, is Facebook and YouTube. I'm old school. I'm a Gen Xer, man. I'm really a cusper. I'm a cusper of Gen X and millennial. I'm just gonna say Generation Y, like why? Millennials really started this whole movement of softer, gentler parenting, and society started to shift their viewpoint on many things in the 80s and 90s that, you know, I gotta be part of. I gotta bear witness and be a part of. Growing up without any technology, except for like very basic computer stuff. I mean, I grew up on Oregon Trail, guys, and thank goodness I'm from Oregon. Woo woo! The only state flag in the United States that has dual sides. Every other state, I just wanted to put out that fact. I do think I want to do some like top 10 or like facts or history things. Like, I love geological things and rock hounding and mining precious gems and such. I love the outdoors. I love camping, and I love just being able to take my vehicle and my trailer and my dog and just go out into the middle of nowhere and just drive and be in peace. I'd prefer to have cell service though, but even if I didn't, I just want cell service for safety purposes and reasons, so I can have contact with people to let them know I'm safe, let them know I got to my area. You know, people go up missing all the time in the woods. People get turned around and then are stuck. You know, I was really raised with a lot of like precautions when it came to a lot of things outdoors. I kind of had I had parents. I'm going to say that. I actually got parenting from my parents. Some. But they were both, my parents, working class, blue collar family. Made too much money for any assistance, but not quite enough money to like live super comfortably without debt. My parents have had to file bankruptcy multiple times in their life, but they did provide my brother and I one house to grow up in our entire lives. And we were settled. We were a family. But every family has its skeletons in the closet. Every family has trauma of some sort. I don't care who you are. Like I said, perfection does not exist. And that's what I was going to say before. What really bothers me about people thinking, striving for perfection, people like to rate, like a lot of these YouTubers or content creators or people will go out and interview people on the street and that, ask questions, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Or even podcasts, people will answer, what they would rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10. Probably more so for looks wise. But I cannot stand people that will rate themselves 10 out of 10. There is no such thing as a 10. There is not. There is life. There is room for growth. And once a person stops learning anything, once a person stops learning, that is when your brain declines. Your brain is neuroplastic. It is meant to be flexible and plasticity. Life is amazing and it's short compared to the hundreds and thousands of years that this earth has discovered itself, I guess, for a collective knowledge throughout the world. And not just one specific location. Like, you think about like old history being like medieval times and like, king, queens in Europe and all around over there. But the United States has its own history too, but why doesn't the United States go back even further? Like, why, and honestly, in all honest reality, we do have history. We just haven't been able to understand our history to the full extent that we probably can. We're still a very new world. And who knows what can happen to any other world. There could be life out there on other planets in this galaxy. Maybe other galaxies hold the key. I don't know. None of us really know. But I would like to say that I'm so open-minded that I say anything is possible. Anything. You just put your mind to it. It's mind over matter, guys. Like, I can tell doctors, I try to, beef myself up to doctors and be like, look, I'm doing this and this and this. And that's why I'm seeing the results that I'm seeing. It's because of my positive mentality and my aim to constantly grow and learn to be the best version of myself that I can be. I've had a lot of setbacks lately, and that's why I haven't been really creating content, because I just haven't had the mindset to really put out anything good, in my opinion. But I want to be authentic and I want to be myself. I don't want to pretend to be anybody that I'm not. And I want to be one of the first people to really be fully authentic with my audience, with my fans, with my, you guys will be my family at some point, my YouTube family. I am nowhere near being able to monetize because I don't have your guys' attention, and I have to grab your attention somehow, more than I have. Like I said, there's always room for improvement, and I've had such huge spikes off and on in this channel. I've only had this channel for 2 years, guys. 2 years, and to grow to almost 3.5 thousand people that actually kind of care a little bit about my content, it means the world to me. Thank you so much. Having subscribers makes me motivated to continue creating content, because I guess some of you really do care about other humans out there. And I hope y'all are starting to get tired of these fake influencers and TikTok and Instagram models, and everybody's starting to look the same, and we're all losing our individuality, and people are just saying what they think people want to hear, and that's not who I am. I want to not only provide what people don't know that they want to hear yet. Y'all don't know what you want to hear until you come across my channel at any point in my timeline. I really do appreciate anybody that actually watches my video to the end, because I know I have a hard time watching movies or TV shows these days because my attention span has shrank so much. But it's not a lost cause by any means, because you can always change. Only you can make the changes that you want to your life. Only you can change your life and your circumstances. You may not be able to, okay, let me take that back. You may not be able to control or, find the right words here. You may not be able to find a way to control circumstances. You may not have any control at all over the circumstances that you're in, but you can always choose to change those circumstances somehow. You have to choose that, and you have to go searching, and it's not easy. It is so hard. Life is very hard. Life is not fair. And I got that from my PT. She does say that. She said that's something that she repeats to herself when she has something happen. She's like, you know what? I have to think to myself, life is not fair. But that's the beauty of it. Because if it were fair to everybody, I don't know what that world would look like. But circumstances, you can't always choose the circumstances that you may be born into. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I just want to create content of whatever floats my boat for the day. And it's really just me talking about whatever comes across my mind at that very second of the day. These are just my thoughts I'm speaking out loud. And so it is a diary, and I'm doing it from the dash of my car. So I just thought it was really kind of a catchy title, and then to be able to have a subtitle within that to give a little bit more context about what this is about. But there's really no way I can write a description that's good enough to really describe the ins and outs of what I'm talking about. And a lot of the time, my descriptions have nothing to do with my video, and sometimes I do connect the dots with the description, with the title, with what I talk about. There's just too much to talk about for me to summarize in one short little blurb. And so that's why I have a problem with thumbnails, but I do know that making a face with an exaggerated expression of any sort catches you all. It's the thumbnails, and I know my thumbnails could use a lot more improvement. You'll see changes throughout the growth of this channel in the past, present, and future. I'm going to always keep trying to find my niche of what I'm best at, besides sharing my authenticity with y'all. I have so much love to share and kindness that instead of, I don't have a partner in life, a lifelong partner anyway yet. I say yet because I believe he's out there. I think several people have I think everybody has more than one perfect match. But like I said, there is no such thing as perfect. I just feel like society strives for perfection when it doesn't really exist. So I feel like maybe that's where society has gone wrong. Is you need to have realistic expectations of yourself and of those around you. I feel like a lot of people have unrealistic standards that will never be met. And so people are miserable. You know how many people I can ask just offhand and ask, are you happy with your life? And the majority of them will say no. I would say the people that probably do enjoy their lives are the people that have a lot of power and money. But I believe power brings a lot of responsibility and accountability that like politicians do not hold themselves accountable for. With large agencies, such as any kind of government agency, it is very common to see people pass the buck off to the next person. That'll just be, it's not our problem, it's their problem. No, it's not our problem. No, it's really their problem. You get bounced back and forth between people, and then you really just get distracted and confused to the point where you just give up, and so you just stop looking into things. And I feel like America has done that. And I don't like where we are. But according to our Doge, he thinks we're great again. Absolutely false. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk about politics, but it is part of what's going on in society right now, so it is relevant, but I also don't want to get anything. I don't want to be getting any nasty comments or any ews or cringe or whatever. Like, leave those opinions and negativity to yourself, please. I will just delete it if you put it on my page. I am trying to inspire and promote positivity and happiness despite what your circumstances or life is like at that time. I'm disabled as F, and I don't look it. And people easily forget that I'm disabled all the time because I don't look like I'm disabled. Invisible illness is a biatch. I am trying to act normal and mask myself, which I shouldn't be, but I have to an extent because of judgment. People judge and like to police what people say, do, or believe in all the time. And it's not for anybody to judge each other, but it is a human instinct that happens all the time. And it's just, it seems like it's instructed in our DNA or something. I don't know. But we all have biases and quick to judge at things that we do not know. But once you do know, you do have a choice. But a lot of the time, people don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear the truth. And the truth hurts. The truth definitely hurts. But there's a way to be tactful about it. And I have to mask myself in order to be tactful. I've gotten my mouth into such big trouble before in the past. And so I just have to zip it sometimes. I am honest to a fault, to a T. I'll be too honest. It's so hard for me to catch myself from saying certain things on this channel, but you should see, I really don't edit. This is like one long cut. I don't edit, I don't script it, I don't, if I did script some things, I think I could do a little better on some of my videos. I need a hook, line, and sinker for these long ones. I'm not going to make this too much longer than 30 minutes because it's hard for people to pay attention, and I get that, but you know, this is just my opinion. These are my thoughts on life. Like I said, this is a Dashcam diary, so when you see a Dashcam diary, you know that it could just be a wide range of just me rambling about this and that. You get what you get. And I do get complimented on this hat. I got probably 5 compliments just at one hospital alone today. The more places I go, the more compliments I get. My shoes be matching my coat, and my shoes are all blinged up. They're this color with bling all over them. I don't wear makeup. I do try to be more natural most of the time. Gosh, my face is skinnier today than normal. Or it could just be the hat. But usually my hats make me feel like I have a fat, chubby face again. Y'all should see my baby picture. I am like the puff marshmallow person. Puff marshmallow person. You know, I'm trying to not use gender-specific roles for entitling anything. I'm trying to be politically correcto. Don't hate. I get enough hate from people. Anyways, I really just rambling today. I do have so much more things to say and talk about, but I'm going to just cut this video short just because we are at the 30-minute mark, and I don't even know how I transitioned. Oh yeah, I didn't record on the way up here. Never mind. I was effing around. And I was going to look something up on my YouTube channel to listen to on the way home, but I thought, you know what, I haven't done a dash cam in a while, and I'm in a good mood, so let's just do a dash cam and just ramble on about whatever comes to mind. I haven't been feeling good. So I posted the video of my rave wear last night. I did not go out. I ended up not going. I end up with that headache and nausea, and I did not have it in me to get up there. I wish more of these raves were closer to me. They're like over an hour drive one way just to get there, and then an hour back. So I'm getting back at like 3 in the morning. So instead, you know what I did? To make up for it, I played video games. I gamed until about 5 o'clock in the morning this morning to make up for me not being able to do what I wanted to do. It's kind of me having like a little hissy fit tantrum, be like, I just wanted to go. I wasted my $30. I'm still waiting to hear back about my Thunderdome refund. I got ticket insurance for a reason. These mother truckers better give me my money back. Come on. Give me my money back. I didn't go. And I didn't go last night either. I missed out on the biggest one I've been wanting to go to since I heard about it over a year ago. If I knew about it before last year, I would have gone by now up to Thunderdome. But I had a bad experience at the Tacoma Dome where it's held at, watching Snoop Dogg. Just disrespectful people, man. I'm disabled, and people were standing up the whole time, and I couldn't stand the whole time, and I was not having it. I was in so much pain, and I was so angry at the people in front of me for just being concert goers, just being human, wanting to enjoy their show, and I get that. But dang, if you want to stand the whole time, why don't you get a standing ticket? Why you gotta get a seat ticket, when you're gonna stand the whole time? There's people like me that get to miss out and can't see the entire thing because I didn't have specific disabled seating, which is a mistake. I will just not do that again. Next time I decide to pay for big money, like over $100 for a ticket, I'm going to make sure I have disabled seating because I am not going to deal with regular people enjoying their time standing up the whole time. Okay, I'm being a little bit of hater towards other concert goers, but seriously, dude, you want to stand? Why don't you get a better seat? So needless to say, I missed like half of the after party that I paid an extra like $100-something for VIP, and yeah. I did turn this thing on, right? Have I been talking with this off? No, it's on. I have done that before. Okay, I'm getting close to home. I'm going to end this and I'll get this off, but I had to have a little rant about the Tacoma Dome and my little bias against people standing in seated seats. It happens. It happens at most concerts, but it's more at a slant that I thought, it could be decent, but I learned my lesson. So even though I had a terrible experience at the time, I can look back at it now and be like, all right, I know what I can do better for the next time, so I can enjoy the next time more when I go up there. But I started off before that, though. Like, I started off with trying to check into my motel room, and everybody was checking into that motel. And the staff did not do a very good job of getting to people in a timely manner. They weren't prepared for all the reservations and all the people. And they had that problem for 2 nights in a row. They did not manage their staff good enough. So I had a terrible time getting to my motel. And then I had a crappy time at the concert, and I had a crappy time at the after party because I was in so much pain. I just couldn't even enjoy it. So it wasn't worth it for what I spent to go up there. But what did make that trip worth it was seeing an old roommate of mine, 2 roommates technically. They ended up getting married. We all lived together in Hawaii. I was going to end this video 7 minutes ago. And then 2 minutes ago. Here I am telling another story. So anyways, I lived in my last 2 years in the military were spent in Hawaii. I worked at a shore command, and I rented a house with 5 other people. And me and my cousin shared a room and bed. I brought her out there just for some more companionship and for her to experience Hawaii. Like, come on, an opportunity when she had no job or any other thing tying her back. I moved her out to Hawaii with me for a good year or so to treat her to some Hawaii life. I first brought her out to Virginia when I lived on the East Coast, so she could at least travel and she's a lot younger than me too, but it's my mom's identical twin's daughter. So she's technically my half-sister genetically because she has the same DNA as I do from our mom. Being identical twins have the same DNA, so we just have different fathers, different daddies. And I miss my genetically half, brother, my cousins. But I do miss both of them. I don't have much of a relationship with them now as I did in the past. There were just a lot of problems, and I was going through a lot of mental health struggles while I was getting medically discharged in Hawaii, and that kind of spoiled my relationship with my cousin because she got to be the brunt of some of the BS in the beginning. the beginning of my being disabled. And I didn't know how to handle being disabled and having to modify my life because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I do now. I mean, it's taken a long time to get to this point, but like everything has been a journey in life. One big adventure, honestly. I have so many stories to tell, and I've mentioned a lot of them already in my previous videos. Life-changing stories for me, because they've honestly really, I've changed my life from where it's been to where I am now, and I have a better understanding of life, but I've always been an old soul. I've always just kind of known. Like, I've been here before. I'm definitely reincarnated. And I did joke in my first year of YouTubing about me being an alien, but seriously, I am an alien. I stand by that to this day. I am alien because my body does not respond appropriately to this planet. I am allergic to this planet. This planet has so many dang issues with my sinuses and this body that my soul is stuck in right now. I'm not going to say it's stuck. It is a learning experience. It's still part of my soul's journey in this universe to experience this time on Earth, to gain the knowledge that I can, and to spread it through my YouTube channel. I just want to pass along and pay it forward to all of you. I want to help you all be happy. Find your own happiness. You can find it. You just have to do a little harder. Yeah, you just have to search harder. You have to dig deep. You have to figure out who you are. People lose themselves in relationships, in their jobs, in their addictions. And I'm not just talking about the drugs addictions, because they do consider caffeine a drug, though. So, I mean, people have addictions to all kinds of things in life, and it's just one person's brain obsessing over one certain thing that we consume. We consume all kinds of things in life. We consume beverages, food, knowledge. We consume caffeine. Some people choose to consume alcohol. I do not. I used to, but I haven't had a touch of alcohol, taste of it for, okay, if I had to think this hard about it, then it's been too long. Over a year since I've touched alcohol. But I'm also on a medication that doesn't mix well with alcohol, so there's another reason. Not that I'm against alcohol, but I do have a bias against alcohol myself now. Only because of certain individuals in my life that consume alcohol. And I've seen a lot. I've seen too much about what it can do to families. Alcohol is easily abused, and I used to do it. I admit it. Like, I'm not ashamed of it either. I learned from it. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. But there's a time and place, and I've grown apart from that part of me. I don't desire to do that anymore. My desires include dancing to electronic dance music and being surrounded by other people with like minds about the type of music we listen to. Which rave music was founded upon there's a lot of controversy right now. you do or do not know. There's a lot of DJs being attacked right now for their political views, and the rave community was founded upon counterculture, counter-political, political reasons caused us to get together to share our love of that type of music with or without the permission of the government. We did not ask permission, so a lot of them got busted by cops and shut down. Yes, I have ran from cops on more than one occasion, and not just at raves. Like literally ran on foot, not driving. Like if I had a cop on with their lights on behind me, I am pulling over. I am not going to try and drive away. I'm not going to endanger other people's safety because of whatever reason. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it. Oh, I'm so hungry. I got to eat my bananas. I am definitely getting closer to home. I definitely got to end this 45-minute mark. So I'm going to end this here. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. If you don't, just move on by. Please don't spam me with negative comments. That's just kind of rude. I am asking nicely. I do understand. I'm putting myself out there. I'm being vulnerable for any kind of feedback. Any, and I mean any. So, but just to put me down or say something negative just to be that way is just uncalled for and really seriously rude to do that to somebody. There's no reason to do that. So please don't. Not on my channel or anybody else's. Even though it is entertaining to watch, I have some other content ideas with this, so stay tuned for that. I have a lot of ideas, and so we'll see what I can accomplish during this medical journey. I am gonna let me actually do a conclusion to my introduction. My introduction was I'm going to go on Facebook and do subscriptions. I will fill out the tax stuff because I want to figure out what that's like so I can learn how to do it on Facebook before I learn how to do it on YouTube. Because I think it's going to just take another 2 years or so to get the watch hours that is required to monetize and become a YouTube partner. I just need to be able to captivate you guys a little bit better than I do. But I'm still going to be myself, and I'm still going to always make a Dashcam diary. So I will change my niche up here and there and do other content, of course. But this is what I based my channel off of originally, was this kind of ideas, was talking about my life, how it's going, what's going on in my thoughts, you know. So there you go. Yeah, there you have it. I cannot reach the 50-minute mark. I've been saying I'm going to go for like almost 20 minutes. Seriously. I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to trial run Facebook first and figure out how I'm going to do that. And within that is only going to be exclusive content for Facebook. And it's going to be 99 cents to subscribe. And basically, it's going to be content like this that Facebook does not get. I do not do videos on Facebook. I only write. I am a writer at heart. I wrote poetry as a teenager, and I'm actually a published poet. I have a published poem in a book, an anthology of poems. So, just throwing that out there and hoping that you all enjoy my content. Thank you so much. I'm going to go for real. So, in conclusion, I'm doing my Facebook subscriptions. Cost 99 cents. It's going to be exclusive content. I'm going to pick a day of the week, and I haven't decided this yet. I'm still in the workings of starting this subscriptions up. I have to figure out how to do it. So then, you know, I can do it here on YouTube, because Facebook was the reason I started YouTube. Once I got to 1,000 followers on Facebook, I said I'm ready for YouTube. If I can gain 1,000 followers on Facebook, I know I can get at least 1,000 on YouTube. And sure enough, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my content and supporting me and just being here. It means the world. So thank you so much. Peace out.